a dedicated server, so they would not run hello. What if I did not run it as a dedicated server? Then one of them should return, yeah, client 1 returned goodbye, and client 2 returned hello. Okay. I will follow your instructions to letter, seriously. So, I'm going to take out all of this. We're going to start fresh. Make a custom event node, and we're going to call this network. And let's see. Run on server. Got it. We don't need reliable, I don't believe. I do know some things. I promise. So, I suppose what we should do, got this replicated variable that we populated with just numbers, and we should print string. Boom. So we've got this thing. Okay, so what we would need to do is do a switch has authority. If it does have authority, we should run same functionality. If it does not have functionality, we have to run the function replicated to server if owning client. Okay, cool. That is actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Networking is really confusing to me. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of my major sticking points with blueprints has been networks as well as UMG, though UMG I am getting better at, and AI. AI I am terrible with, but most mechanics I am good at. It's just some of these more niche activities. So run on dedicated server. So both should have no authority, and boom. So it did run. I saw it run. Let me check the output log just to be safe. Developer tools, output log. Or I suppose I could just do like this. Curses. Wanted to see if it actually flowed correctly. You are a piece of shit, client 2. Seriously. Alright, so I'm going to be looking right here to see if I see orange. I just want to see if the damn thing runs, or if it's actually going through the authority. And of course, I can't see because it... Oh, I need bigger monitors. Okay. I'm going to assume that this worked, which means this variable is replicating, because otherwise it would not populate properly. At least I don't think so. Let's take... yeah, we're going to take all replication out of this thing. I could be wrong. Nope, it's still printing. So I am wrong. I suppose I could take the time to do that. Okay. Really? Really hate messing with this stuff. Okay. Oh, see, and see, you guys teach me new stuff every day. I haven't really messed with this. I've never really had a reason to. Make it really small because I don't actually care about the window. What I care about is the stats and whether or not they run. Okay. So this ran here, but it did not run this, it looks like. Yeah, it just ran straight up switch has authority. Interesting. I do have it running on dedicated server, right? Yep. Let's try taking that off. Still didn't look like it was doing anything. Yeah. Okay, so now it's registering everything as has authority. That's true. I could do that. Okay, well, we'll put this part up there. I do hate event ticks so much. What we're gonna do is actually, instead of doing this, because what I want is for it to just run the network. So if it's doing this, it shouldn't be running the authority. This may take more time than I actually have today for me to play with. Why are you running that? Excuse me. Well, this is an interesting conundrum, because it should technically be running on a dedicated server, which means the two players should not be registering as the server, like either of them should not be registering as the server. However, currently they are both registering as the server, it looks like. Or no, it's just the server has authority. Well, then what the hell's the point of all this? Hold on. Okay, get back up. Test. There we are. So yeah, now it's just running the server. What if I did this? What about this? Huh. That's true, but right now I have that custom event node unhooked. It's not doing anything, and I took it away from the run on server, so it should not be printing server has authority. We may actually for certain have a bug. Because this is currently still registering as running on server. Oh no, fresh. That's absolutely the correct situation. You definitely don't want the player to have control over leveling. You don't want that running on the client because that's where people manipulate the system. But yeah, let me make a note of that so that I can email myself after this is done and check into that tomorrow with Ben, who is our network guru. Let's see. Event run on server continues running authority even after being deleted in actor blueprints. Repro on create. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm going to write down my repro steps there. That way, tomorrow when I try this again in 4.8, I can see if this happens still. Repro, create actor blueprint, any. This is something that for anyone who has never done QA, this is really important. Doing reproduction steps when writing bugs is the most surefire way to get us to reproduce an error. Because, frankly, I'm not in your head. I can try to figure out what people did to get a bug to happen, but a lot of times it's a very use case specific. So, trying to reproduce a bug, if I can't get it right away, often I'll ask for the reproduction steps because that's what I need to know what the person did so that I can do it. And it's not a bad thing, honestly. Once I get the reproduction steps, oftentimes it's very easy to reproduce and I can get the bug report in very quickly, which means it gets fixed faster. Typically, not always, but at very least it'll be in the system faster. For loop 0 to 9 body set array element target array int tick switch has authority print string. Remote some event for each loop of int array print string elements. Tick remote run custom events. Set run on server details pane. Run in Pi dedicated